Generation X is perhaps the most underrated generation there is. There are the ones who grew up watching MTV, the ones who opposed neoconservatism and neoliberalism, yet ironically perpetuating both. And in some cases they are perhaps the most talented generation when it comes to music. They are the ones who gave us thrash metal, death metal, black metal, but also the ones who gave us crap like nu metal or groove metal, but let's forget about that, okay? Most of them are very conformists when it comes to their perception of non-conformity. Meaning they are ready to stick it to the man and fuck the system and all that, but unaware that they are fighting the wrong enemy. Very quick to disregard Christianity, but not so hasty when it comes to a certain fake invented state in the Middle East. Although not all of them are brainwashed. I would say that 20% of Gen X are actually great people, very creative. Some of them are very well read, and they are in fact awake to this propaganda that has been fed to us about wars, history as a whole, society, consumerism, and so on and so forth. Gen X are the children of the boomers, or the late silent generation, and this is the reason why most of them are more on the introvert side of the social spectrum. Let's say mainly because they adopted the features of their late silent generation parents, or if they had boomer parents, they developed an unearned inferiority complex that acts like a boot on their head. Generation X are the ones who unfortunately got the short end of the stick, having such cheap and lousy parents like the baby boomers, who left for them a broken and unfixable world with extreme societal and political division. They, just like their boomer parents, are not willing to go the extra mile and be perceived as extremists in order for them to fix the world. You know how the saying goes, extreme times call for extreme measures. A thing that Generation X are not willing to adopt, since just like the silent generation, they are afraid to be perceived as the black sheep of society, seeking the approval of their peers or their parents too much, or the approval of their lobbyists like, AIPAC? Gen X, like the baby boomers, are the children of the Cold War, growing up with this fake dichotomy that everything is either black or white, good or evil, USA or Russia, and they falsely think that China and Russia are the enemies of the West, when in reality the enemies are right under your nose. Pun very much intended. In conclusion, Gen X has many flaws, but also some strengths that don't actually even out those very apparent flaws. Tune in to the next video when I'll be talking about the most entitled brats in history. Ho ho! You know I'm talking about the Millennials. God, I hate Millennials. And Boomers.
Subscribe, you silly Billy!